Okay, before we start to do any type of dimensioning here and looking at any type of lengths of pipes and things, what we need to do is understand what the charts exactly tell us. Okay? Okay, so let's look here. It says there are only three types of fittings. Okay? They're in three different categories only. There's the butt weld, socket weld, and the threaded or screwed. Okay? Only three types. Then it says there are four common ratings, which is 150, 300, 3,000, and 6,000. Okay, so we know that there's only four of those. So then we say, okay, well, what do these mean? The 150 and 300 rating are used for large pipe size. So that means it's 2 inches to 22 inches. And the 3,000 and 6,000 are only used for ½ inch to 3 inch, the smaller size. So when we look at this, we already know that this says 150. So we automatically can tell that it goes from 2 inch to 18 inches. The nominal pipe size and the size of any fittings or flanges are going to be right here, 2 inch to 18 inches for 150. Okay? So if we scroll down, we can look over here. Here's for the valves for 150. And you know it's going to be 2 inch to 18 inches. Now we look at the welded. That's the 300. So we remembered before, okay, we can see over here that we have butt weld, socket weld, screwed, or threaded. Okay, so right here it says it's welded. Okay, then we look over here at the 300. This is also welded, and this is 2 inch to 18 for the 300. So you know the 300 and the 150 ranges 2 inches to 18 inches. So let's go down a little bit further, and we see the screwed or threaded is either 3,000 or 6,000, and they go from ½ an inch to 3 inch only. Okay? They always give you the nominal pipe size is always at the top. So if somebody tells you, I need to know the measurement of an elbow for a 3,000 pound elbow that is 2 inches, you look at the 2 inch and you can scroll down and you see the 3,000s here lined up. So you know it's 2½ inches. Okay? So then we go down a little bit further. Now we look at socket weld, and we see that the socket weld is ½ inch to 3 inches. And so that shows us that if we wanted to go also with the 3,000 pound 2 inch, we would scroll down for a socket weld. We would see it's 2 3/8. Okay, so the pipes will always be identified as what they are, whether they're welded, socket weld, screwed, or threaded. Okay, now when calculating also a threaded or socket weld, you have to allow for this area here, because this area here eats up part of your pipe right here. So then what we need to do is look and see what that size is. Okay? So then we come over here and we say, well, if this is socket weld, we could see the socket weld, that little area that it eats up right here, we can look at it here. So it's a ½ an inch to 3 inch, just like you saw up top. Remember, it shows you here, ½ an inch to 3 inch. Okay? Same with here for the threaded, ½ an inch to 3 inch. Okay? It shows you in inches as well, and it shows you in millimeters. Okay? So if the pipe size is let's say 2 inches, then you know that the thread engagement, which is the area that gets eaten up, is if you do a 2 inch, is going to be 3/4 of an inch. Okay? So let's look at that up here. So if this was threaded, okay, this area, we could look at it and we could say, so this area here to this area here that gets eaten up would be the 3/4. Okay? So then if we look over here and we measure from here to here, we would have to subtract that 3/4 out of the overall because this gets eaten up over here.